form. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Aztecs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Holder finds his man on the line. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Madsen. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield.
There he goes! The 20. He's at the 10. All the way! Touchdown, Boise State! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Cuts it upfield. It's Mitchell. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's busted. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Sees an alley. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They want to run it left here. He'll be dropped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So you didn't pick up the 1st down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on 4th down? Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run it on, and the ball's free in the backfield. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Handoff again. Breaks the tackle. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Genty, and they're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that, but whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big opportunity a year ago, and man, he shined. He averaged almost 6 yards a carry. He was an explosive play waiting to happen, and I think having that year under his belt now has given him so much more confidence going into this season, and he is going to be the focal point, I think, of this Broncos offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Madsen throwing right. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field.
He got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out wide right, it's Wagner. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Mitchell. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. This time they'll throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Aztecs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Mitchell. He's past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Brown. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sets his feet. It's Madsen. He rifles one deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Sutton. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. The give. Hard running there. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he almost had a pick.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Aztecs will try to pick it up on 4th down. Send the tight end in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the right. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quick give. It's Riley. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Drops back, it's Madsen. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Intercepted by Sandigo State. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Follows his blocks. It's Sutton. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Now Sandigo State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on at midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 23 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Boilermakers, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the 2nd half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Broncos! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Keeps it on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Mitchell. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Mitchell. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Aztecs will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Riley. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll try to do it himself. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Madsen. Out wide left, it's Riley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He fires one deep over the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Sandigo State offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Second down, gonna throw it. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Mitchell. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Maybe a double pass. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tells to fake. They're all over him. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Still looking to his right. He's going. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. The run inside. It's Riley. Stopped right there.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Hits inside. It's Riley. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Bring him down.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Rush is on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like, this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
The give on 4th down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Well, it's a moment in the game offensively where you like to think you can just run the football in that down and distance and stay on the field, but, David, the defense wasn't having it. They completely bowed up front. Physical, and they dominated in that play. Absolutely nowhere for that guy to go, and this offense is going to walk out of here with the out.
And maybe you thought you could catch him off guard by running the football. You got to have it. You got to get this first down to extend the drive, to stay in the game. But the defense was not fooled. They were absolutely ready, in position, secure, strong, physical tackle in a big-time moment to get the W.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,